you. Here's the deal. You're gonna wanna sit down. You're gonna wanna sit down because you're gonna need your energy for this show. Because here's the deal. All hour long, we are meeting the faces behind some of the most jaw-dropping stories of survival that are popping up in our social media feeds. You may have seen this heart-stopping video. It's gone viral. An Arizona woman rear-ended by a truck. Her car bursting into flames, trapped inside. First responders rushing to save her. Take a look.
Here, get out of the way, get out of the way. Get out. Get out. No way. Get her out of there.
Oh, get her out.
Get her out, dude. Get her out. Anybody else in there? Anybody else in there?
No.
Get back from the truck.
That woman, her name is Amy Ruiz. She's a mother of 3. Non-life-threatening injuries and is doing well. She survived. Take a look at this video. It was shot by our first guest. His name is Pete Kukov. As he was fleeing for his life from a flight that had just crashed and burst into flames while landing earlier this year. You remember this one? The air disaster became a miraculous story of survival, made headlines across the world. All of us in this room saw it. Take a look. Flight 4819 started like any other after it lifted off from Minneapolis, Minnesota, the morning of February 17th. With 76 passengers and 4 crew members aboard, the 2-hour trip to Toronto was uneventful. But in an instant, a nightmare erupted during the landing. With the plane slamming to the ground, bursting into flames, then flipping over and skidding down the runway.
We just had a crash on runway 23. The aircraft is upside down and burning.
Inside the cabin, chaos and confusion erupted as shocked passengers were yelling and screaming and hanging upside down, disoriented in their seats. One of those passengers, Pete Kukov, was in his window seat as panic was unfolding during the scramble to get out alive. The 28-year-old capturing his harrowing escape on his phone.
Give everything, drop it. Come on. Don't take your video. That's on the way.
All 80 people on board survived the crash. One of those survivors, the person who captured that video, Pete Kukov, joins the TAM fam. Please welcome Pete to the show. So I was watching the video, watching you watch the video. You're still processing this.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's been a little over a month now, and it's kind of just like, yeah, I know that it happened, but it still seems a little weird that it even happened.
When you think about it, do you also think about it in the term? This show is called I've Survived.
Yeah.
Do you think about it in, thankfully, all 80 people on board, but it is still unbelievable that you walked out.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely survived. I thought I was gonna die. There was definitely a moment there. It was pretty
So when
short-lived.
did you know? Because obviously this is from the air traffic control. You don't see this, you're inside.
No, yeah.
What did that flip feel like?
So I thought everything was totally fine until literally the second the wheels hit the ground. And then like next thing you know, it's like imagine the worst turbulence you could ever imagine. And then we're on our side. So I was the left side window seat and it goes on its right side. And so I'm like kind of like propped up almost, looking down, and you see like flames, like it got red, like completely illuminated
you feel the heat?
red. You couldn't feel the heat, it was on the outside, but you could, it like almost went red inside because of the light coming from the
Because
flames.
you got all the snow, and so the red color, it makes
exactly.
it,
And like next thing you know, it did happen pretty fast. Next thing you know, we're just like upside down, like hanging like bats. Like it's crazy.
You are a professional skier,
Yes, I am.
so that's a risk taker. Not like this.
I'd say so. Yeah.
But you're a person, you are like, you are used to bumps. You are used to the body flipping. You are used to that. No one can get used to. I know everyone's like, I mean, listen, you are a little more prepared than that flip than the rest of us, right?
Honestly, yeah, I think so. Like to some degree, yeah.
So the question I have, because obviously we've seen the video, you're the first passenger that I've had a chance to speak with, but you're the passenger whose video was all over my feeds.
Yeah.
Take me to when you grabbed the camera, Pete.
So there was a moment where so the plane's upside down, but we're all sitting on.
And your phone didn't fall out your pocket upside down?
No, what's crazy is that my phone was in my hand the entire time. I don't know how I didn't drop it. But there was like a few minutes, minutes where we're sitting on the ground, which is the roof.
Yeah.
And we weren't like evacuating yet. So like everyone's like texting loved ones and family and whatever else.
Did you text a loved one?
Yeah, I texted my mom immediately, and I texted my friend Taylor, she was the one picking me up. I was like, hey, like my plane crashed. It might be a little bit, like I didn't know, like what are you supposed to say? Like I'm okay, like I'll call you as soon as I can.
What did you text your mom?
Just like pretty much the same thing, like, hey, my plane crashed. I'm totally okay right now. Don't worry. I'll call you as soon as I can. And she thought I was joking. She didn't really like know. She was like, okay. And then I FaceTimed her like 30 minutes later when I'm off the plane and like turned the camera around and showed her the plane, and then she started freaking out, obviously. But I had my phone. There was enough time to like have your phone out. I mean, I filmed so much stuff skiing just on my phone. It's like a quick like, yo, will you film this? And it's like your hands are cold, whatever. I made sure I wasn't slowing anything down. I knew exactly what I was doing.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Well, that wasn't that isn't even the part.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I know that some folks got online and they were criticizing, saying you are in the way or you're slowing down to capture video. I'm a journalist. I've been a journalist for 30 years. Citizen journalists capture some of the biggest moments in helping people understand. That said, I think I would have been so terrified that even with my phone in my hand, I would have been trembling. You sent a long text message like, hey, I'm in a plane crash, how you doing? What's for lunch today?
It was probably like 7 really quick text messages, but yeah, I mean, I was, considering what had happened, I stayed pretty calm until I like got off the plane and kind of realized what happened.
284 million views of your video. How long is the total video?
I think like 40 seconds, maybe.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's it. I guess news agencies offer to buy the video? People have tried to buy it. Did you sell it? How does that work?
Yeah, there's been some non-exclusive licensing going on.
Because you are the first on the scene. You provide valuable information.
Yeah.
Did the investigators see your video too? Because they're still trying to piece together what happened.
I'm sure they've seen it, yeah.
You flew right after, though, a week later?
Yeah, about a week later.
I don't know if I could have gotten on a plane.
Yeah, it was really scary.
Yeah. So I thought about you. I was flying back from Chicago the other day, and we had a little turbulence. Normal, but I'm telling you, I knew we were doing this interview. I said, I don't know how this guy got on a plane a week later.
Turbulence hits a little different now.
Does it?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
How do you process it?
It's scary. I mean, turbulence is always scary. You always get a little, but it's definitely like, okay, But, yeah, it's weird. I fly so much, like, I can't really not fly for work and for whatever else, but it's
Have you changed
I look
your
at
ritual?
it differently now.
I was going to say, do you change your ritual? Like, do you
maybe
text?
buckle up a little tighter?
Do you text people before? Like my husband, when he lands, he's Jewish and he crosses his heart. I'm like, what are you doing? But he does it because it's a ritual. He just feels it's comforting. Do you have something that comforts you?
No, I don't know. I kind of just do the same stuff, but
you're a trooper.
It's definitely like there's no way I'm gonna. There's no way when I'm like landing on a plane, like I'm not gonna think
about
There's
this.
No
Do you
way.
appreciate life in a different way?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I should make the point, a preliminary report on the crash said that one of the landing gears collapsed upon landing, but the final report is still in the works. Delta said in a statement, we remain fully engaged as participants in the investigation led by the Transportation Safety Board of Canada out of respect for the integrity of this work that will continue through their final report. Endeavour, Air, and Delta will refrain from comment. But in the end, you are back on. Did you keep in contact with any of the other passengers?
Yeah, there's one, the girl sitting next to me, we didn't talk the entire flight, and then it happened, and like immediately we were like hugging.
I love it. Thank you, Pete. We'll be right back.
Coming up, the Bay Area news anchor who came within a centimeter of losing her life in a freak accident. Plus, later, trapped in a violent tornado while fishing, how this Texas pastor against all odds made it out alive.